You're watching Grassroots Footy, brought to us by West End. Time to venture down now to the Portland Footy Club for the Footy Chicks Footy Trip.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Footy Trip for another week. Now, I've been pondering over the last few days, what's the main difference between the Port Adelaide Football Club and the Portland Football Club? Now, let's face it, there are a lot of similarities. They were both formed in 1997. They both wear black, white and teal. They're both in Port Adelaide. And then I stopped and thought, what really is that one difference? And then it dawned upon me, the Portland Football Club can actually win games. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to have a chat with Ricky the Steamboat Pearce, ask a few questions and have a chat with the President, John Wilson, and see what makes the Portland Football Club tick. Let's go and have a look. John Wilson, the President of the Portland Football Club. John, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much for being here. Okay, when the power went into the AFL, Ethelton, Albion United and Riverside football clubs all joined together because Ethelton lost their oval because the Magpies had to train at Ethelton Oval, which is on Swan Terrace. So there was an amalgamation between the three clubs, and the council came to the fore and built new club rooms, and here we are today.
So far, so good. It's been really exciting so far. We're around the mark. When I was playing football many years ago with Norwood, they there's a wrestler back in the days, and I think we had a blue one day and throwing a couple of blokes around and ended up being called Ricky the Steamboat and the Dragon and all that sort of stuff. So it's stuck ever since. At first, because we'd lost a few, Wolsey and Moods, pretty good footballers. And then recruiting was a bit wobbly early. A few guys, Jared, Tommy, come back from long-term injuries, weren't expecting until the second half of the year. So we'll probably, if we break 50-50 in the first round, the first half of the year, then come home a bit stronger with the full list. At this stage, we still haven't played with the full list, and 5 and 2 sitting in third spot, we'll take it.
There's many people off field. There's a ladies committee of some 12 to 15 ladies that keep us going. There's a senior committee that helps run the club. There's a junior committee that takes care of the juniors. There's probably up to 30 to 40 people off the field that combine to make this club work. It's
actually strange because if you look here Tuesday night, they've got ladies behind in the kitchen cooking soup for the boys. Never had that. We never had that support. Probably did one even at the clubs I've been at. This is really family based. There's so many Wearings and Lipsons, and they're everywhere. Really, because I had no expectations on any of them because I hadn't seen them before. So they come with a clean slate. So probably a lot of players had a chance to step up that have been playing B grade for a few years, and a few guys that have got a lot of talent that we've been able to release a few of the kids, let them take it on and see how they go. So we've guys that played a lot of B grade football over the last few years have been playing really good A grade football. So a little bit of belief. Sometimes change of coach, change of attitude, getting a bit older, growing up, and they also realise that, I enjoy doing this and I want to play A grade to get to sleep in.
We rely on sponsorship a lot. We've got integrated waste services, where I'm wearing the hat now, and Paramount Browns are a very big sponsor of us. Also Tomeo and Laslett Pharmacy at West Lakes. There's a 100th anniversary of the formation of the Ethelton Football Club on the 15th of June. And then on the 17th of July, there's a Riverside reunion. Yeah, we'll also have a dinner dance coming up on the 23rd of July. That's something new for the club.
Build-up is where I come from. 3 plays 4. We beat them, we get a game on them. They beat us, they get a game on us. That's about it, basically. If you want to break it down to the fundamentals, they're probably an advantage from Westy coaching them, because he's coached us before. I haven't come up against them, so I'm doing all my background at the moment, finding out who's tall, who's small. They've got guys who've kicked more goals than us. There's 4 guys who've kicked more goals than my leading goal kicker. And once you watch the footage, you'll probably realise why I haven't got a lot of goal kickers after tonight's effort. So they'll probably come in with a coaching advantage until we play all the way through the year. Then we get back on the level field. So we want to win. We're on our home deck. We've dropped one here early in the year. We shouldn't. So it's important for us to get over the top of it. Finals, they had their taste last year, Div 3. Got smashed in the preliminary finals, got over Mitcham by a point or something in the final. We 2 points. We need to assess the whole situation where we're at, and I think we're in a pretty good spot. Our depth is starting to come back, and so which puts us in a stronger point because actually guys are renowned not to train have been training. So all of a sudden you've got 26 guys, 28 guys are putting their hand up for the 21 spots. We want to improve. Bottom line is I think every coach wants to play in the grand final. I love playing in grand finals, love coaching in grand finals, and that's what we do it for. How we go about it, we're a work in progress.
Our aim is to climb up to a higher grade in the next 1 or 2 years. Hopefully we're going all right this year. We've started off well. We're usually slow starters, but with a new coach this year, and we seem to be on the right track as far as the playing group's concerned. We hope to participate long into the finals and go up a grade this year.
Matt Rowe, C grade captain, centre half forward.
Daniel Canole, B grade wing.
Tom Lipson, A grade full forward. Siddharth Cook, he's pretty hard.
I'd have to say the whole Para Hills Football Club.
I played on Daniel Petrino last week for Seaton and he absolutely smashed me, so yeah, probably him. Probably Michael McDonald, thinks he's on He Can Dance. Bust out a few worms and dance floor.
Chris Nugget Arnott. He's without a doubt the smoothest mover in the football club.
Moves on the dance floor would have to be Nugget because he just has a seizure on the dance floor, or Timmy Upton's hands up and standing there, or his hands in his pocket dance that he does, that's classic as well.
Okay, it's that time of the night again. We've got the West End footy goal kickoff, proudly, as I said, sponsored by West End. We've got our 3 guinea pigs here from the Portland Football Club who are going to attempt to kick some sort of decent goal. Guys, rattle off your names.
Jared Waring, Mark Cocciaro,
and Brett Pryor.
No worries, we know the rules. The best goal gets the carton of beer. Let's get to it. Okay guys, it's time to cheer for the best goal. Everyone, what did you think of Brett's goal? And what did we think of Mark's goal? And finally, what do we think of Jared's goal? A carton of West End goes to the club, both equally good goals. A big thank you to the Portland Football Club for having me out tonight. It's been a great night and we'll see you again next week. Thanks everyone.
Yes, welcome back, and I'm pretty sure Matthew Rubery will be pretty happy to see some footage in that when he gets to look at it. Some of the teammates will be into him on the weekend.
Well, especially if you've been telling me it was a bit cold as well, I think.
Yeah, Matty got pants. Time for us to have a look at Division 3. Seaton Ramblers, they're in 6th spot, up against Smosh, who are sitting in 1st spot, playing some good footy. Seaton lost to Flinders Park by 16 points. It's going to be a close one, Mac.
Yeah, look, Seaton getting beaten last week by Flinders Park, who are a very good unit. Lockhill kicked 3 and Rochester and Gratch were their best players. Smosh are a quality outfit though. Evans kicked 6 for them, and a name called Maisie. I don't know whether he's related to the great Stephen Maisie, which was one of the funniest men I've ever met. Played footy for Nord and played in the amateur league for a long time. And here's a name for you, Nitsch Zikowski. Nitschkowski, who was their best player for Smosh. So a lot of letters, probably got about the same amount of possessions as what's in his name.
In his name, all right. Smosh have only lost 1 game this season, not going to lose one on the weekend?
Well, it's set down at Seaton, so it could be a tough one. Seaton really improved this year. I can't see him beating Smosh, but I don't think it'll be a blowout.
To take it up. Flinders Park in 2nd spot, up against Para Hills in 7th at Flinders Park. Flinders defeated Seaton last week. Like Smosh, they only had the 1 loss this season.
Yeah, Flinders are a quality unit. Narcy kicking 4, best players Morell, Pitcher and young fella called Tyron Mowbray, who I think's made his way from the C grade of footy up into the Flinders Park A grade, so that's a terrific effort by young Tyrone. Para Hills, Flynn kicked 3 and Goodwin kicked 3. It's not I'm sure they'd like to have the good one that was playing at Adelaide, but I think Flinders Park will win this very easy.
Most of it like Simon Goodwin on our team, wouldn't they? Yeah, I think you're right. I think they took a big hit last week, so hard to come back. Match of the round, fierce rivalry starting in this one now too. Portland sitting in 3rd spot, Mitcham in 4th. It's at Port Reserve. Portland booted 21 goals last week. Mitcham booted 26 goals. So if you want to see a high-scoring, entertaining game, this might be the one of the round.
Yeah, look, they did kick a lot of goals. Upton kicked 6 for Portland and Lipson kicked 5. Best players were Wilson and Bird. Now, Portland, a very good unit. Ricky Pearce got them playing some good footy. Mitcham, another long name who kicked 6 goals from Sezewicks. He kicked 6. Ellis kicked 4. Best players were them for Shaw and Tucker and Rowe. Very close game. We might get a draw. We might get the draw. A big scoring draw.
Okay, CBC in 10th spot up against Paraka in 5th at the East Park Lands.
Darren Jarman better take his thermos and sit down and have a nice cup of coffee before this game and sit back and watch Paraka give him another touch-up. A lad called Kwong Fan who kicked 4 for Seabok. Threadgold and Margatich were the best players. Paraka, look, they should account for Seabockers easily. Greaves kicked 5 and Paradiso, again, one of their best players.
All right, Pembroke, they're in 8th spot. Golden Grove in 9th. They're at Haslam Oval, Pembroke School.
This will be a good game. This will be a cracker. I would think Pembroke will probably win this game. Evans kicked 5 for them last week. Golden Grove, Carr and an Evans for Golden Grove. So we could have Evans on Evans, which would be an interesting scenario. And look, I think Pembroke will win. Ingerson and Whiteman are pretty good players.
All right, let's speed through Divi 4. Macca, Salisbury are in 2nd spot. They come up against Westminster in 9th. Westminster had their first win of the season. What do you think? Yeah,
both winners last week, and I think that Salisbury, though, will march on their way again.
All right, Elizabeth in 7th up against Fitzroy in 10th at Argana Park. I love that, Argana Park. I reckon that's a ripper of a name. Both teams come in after losses last week.
Yeah, Jones kicking 4 for Elizabeth last week and Hart kicked 4 for Fitzroy. Yeah, this game could be a lot closer than what you would think, and I'll tip actually Fitzroy.
All right, Scotch sitting in 1st spot. They're up against Kilburn in 5th. It's at Scotch College. So Scotch just squeezed past Unley last week by 2 points.
Yeah, very close game, Scotch. Kilburn had a big win in the Dreamtime game last week. Howson kicking 7 and McCallum kicking 5. Scots look a very good team. Kale kicked 3. Smith and Langford were really good players, but I think... no, I might go with Jim Jam Thomas's mob. I think Kilburn might win this one.
Kilburn for the Macca. Pulteney in 8th spot. They're up against Hectorville in 3rd at Morgan Oval. So Pulteney lost by 86. Hectorville lost by 35.
Here's a name of a very good player, and he'll probably go back to a league club at some stage, is Joel Aish, who's a very good player, and also Ian Perry. You know, both playing at Pulteney, both very good players. Heckie's... yeah, had a loss. I think it might have been a good kick in the pants for them, and they might get over the top of Pulteney.
All right, last one. That's the match of the round. Unley in 4th, Greenacres in 6th at Kingswood Oval.
Cabaz and Cabaz, the two Cabaz boys, kicked 2 each last week for Unley. Greenacres had a very good win over Heckie's. 4th kicked 5 and Ettridge kicked 3. Look, it's on the little biscuit lid of Unley Oval, but I think Greenacres will win.
All right, we'll take a break, get a message from our sponsors. We'll be back with the club milestones and club corner. Divisions 5, 6 and 7 still to go.